And we welcome you, sports fans, to this live streaming event, a production of Table Rock Sports in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Terry Ross, coming to you live from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon. And we'll be back with more right after this timeout on the Lithia Superstore. Game of the day. Oh. Now they're giving out the starting lineups first before they do anything else. So we'll give those to you also as we have them here. So starting with Bend, they will have leading off Will Goodman. He is the shortstop. Batting second, Nate Goodman, the second baseman. Batting third, Caden Isola, who's the right fielder. The cleanup hitter is Seth Wiley. He plays pitcher. Trenton Kapestein is your third baseman, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Jackson Bishop, who is center field. The DH is Fisher Barber, and he's batting for the catcher, Jet Tippett. Batting eighth and playing first base is Logan Malinowski. I think I got that one right. Malinowski, that's what it is. And we didn't go over these names at all, so I apologize. At batting ninth is Alex Gillespie. He's out at left field. Meanwhile, for North Medford, leading things off would be Aiden Horsley. He's out in center field. Johnny King is your second baseman and batting second. Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher, he is batting third. Frankie Rutigliano is batting the cleanup. He'll be playing shortstop today. And I'm going to say I had a roster one day, and somehow I've lost my roster. And we haven't even got the game started. I already lost my roster. But Willer will be batting fifth. He's playing first base. Moore is out in left, or make that right field. Davis Carr is playing center field. Nodine is the pinch hitter, the designated hitter. Morgan is playing a third base today, and Trey Newman will be pitching. Our national anthem.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
So we welcome you back to North Medford High School. We tried to solve technical issues as we wander along on this fine Saturday. It's actually a really good, nice Saturday. So we'll have to do things here a little differently, but Will Goodman will lead things off. And Newman starts things off with a strike. That one misses. Will Goodman, the shortstop for Bend. And he's going to get one through. That brings up Nate Goodman. He's playing right next door at second base. He'll slap one right out to Johnny King, who goes to short, over to first, and it's a double play. That brings up right fielder Isola. He'll take strike one. There's strike two. Newman ahead in the count, 0-2. There's one that's going to get past Ritugliano, and Isola will be standing over at first base. So Willie's up. He's the first baseman for the Lava Bend Bears. That's out of play. 0-1. And talking to the Bend Lava coach before the game, he was informing me that they're expected to do, they think they're going to do pretty well. I shouldn't say they're expected. He thinks they're going to do pretty well down here at the 5A level, as there's a called strike, and it's 0-2. He thinks they'll do okay. They played at 6A last year, but their numbers are down considerably as they have 4 high schools over in Bend now. But there's a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. So we head now to the bottom of the first, and as we do, there's no score for Bend. North Medford coming to bat.
What do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Get ready for winter's snowy, icy, slippery roads at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up on over 100 quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, and every pre-owned 4x4 and all-wheel drive in stock is sale priced. Many are still under factory warranty or come with our 60-day, 3,000-mile comprehensive used vehicle warranty. And our finance experts are ready to help with a quick, easy, and hassle-free process with great finance options. Be safe, warm, and secure this winter. Get to the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Back here on the Lithia Superstore, game of the night, or the day, I guess, since we're now switching over to baseball. We get used to saying night, but not so much during the baseball season. Aiden Horsley will lead things off for the Black Tornado, who'll be followed by Johnny King and Jeremiah Robbins, your first three hitters in the inning. Just as Bend is expecting to be fairly successful this year, the Black Tornado also expect to be fairly successful this year. They're anticipating being right there in the running for the Southwest Conference title. Last year they played with a fairly young ball club, a lot of sophomores. This year we have a lot of juniors, and I think that I was told, if I remember right, about 6 seniors. Bend has 12 seniors on their squad, so they're really experienced. But about 6 for the North Medford Black Tornado, so they're looking to do a little better than last year, when they just barely missed the playoffs. And here's a shot by Horsley out to left field, and he'll stand over at first base with the leadoff single. Here's Johnny King. And the first pitch to King is upstairs. That misses. 2-0. The 2-0 fouled back. Two and one on King. Check swing. 3-1. King settles in for the 3-1. Strike 2 called. 3-2 now. Horsley standing over at first base. There goes Horsley, a swing and a miss, and Horsley is in safe at second base. King down on strikes. That brings up Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher for the North Medford Black Tornado. Robbins is yet to get into the batter's box. Well, look at ball one. A low strike that time called. Fouled away. Horsley standing out there at second base. Maybe we'll get the base thing going for you here, so makes a little more sense. Fouled way out of play. One and two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Robbins. Only a junior. Making some noise in the football department too, though. Considered, that one's up high. 2 and 2. Robbins considered one of the better catchers in the state. He's also considered to be a pretty good prospect at linebacker. I don't know. He's got a little while to think it over. He's got this year and next year to think about his options. And there's a slam out to left field. They didn't catch it. And it's going to get Horsley around. He's in. And with the double, Robbins off the left field wall eventually. Gets the RBI as Horsley comes around to score. So it's a quick 1-0 run or lead here for North Medford. And misses to Ritigliano. He's at 1-0. He's also looking at somebody standing out at second base now. Robbins standing out there. Outside. 1-1. Or make it 2-0. Coming set now. That's down low, 3-0. So Seth Wiley finding himself in a bit of a spot. Got a 3-0 count and one standing out at second base. Strike. Rutigliano acting like it was ball 4. I think observation is about the time you do that, you get strike 1. Better to stand there and act like it's strike 1. Sometimes you get ball 4 out of it. Wiley. And that's lifted out to left field, but circling under it and making the catch for the second out. Kellen Willer, their first baseman for North Medford. As always with game 1, we spend a lot of time trying to figure out names and positions to get everything going here. That's inside. Of course, it's a little easier. A lot of these, actually, they have a 100% return rate here, according to coach. And most, all of them, played summer ball somewhere, except for a couple of them. That's strike 1. We'll go to 1-1. Wiley trying to work himself out of this one. That's fouled off, so we'll go to 1-2. Foul ball. Willer just a touch early on those 2 pitches. Otherwise, he has the timing down on Wiley's pitch. That's foul. There's a shot out to third, bobbled. Safe. Willer beats it out. It has to go down as an error. The bobble and the late throw has to be. So Marcus Moore, who is right field, he'll step in there. And by the way, Robbins held over at second base, so it's first and second now with 2 away for the Black Tornado. And misses down. Wiley looking back to second, but no throw. Moore settles in and looks at strike 1. 1-1. That was up. Wiley says he has it. And he does. So, that'll take us now to the top of 2, but as we head to the top of 2 on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's North Medford 1, Bend nothing. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Any phone you want.
Anyone I want?
Any phone you want.
Say cheese.
Connection is the greatest gift of all.
Come on.
At US Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
So welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular. Leading things off for Bend here in the top of 2 is Karpstein. He's the Trenton Karpstein. He's the third baseman. Yeah, he's in the hole, 0-2. That one's fouled out of play. Inside, 1-2. There's strike 3. A little reluctant there on the part of the official. That'll bring up Barber. Jackson, excuse me. Got the K in the wrong place. It brings up Jackson Bishop, who's playing center field now for the Lava Bend Bears, and that was going to go foul. That will go 0-1. There's another strike. 0-2. They lost it, but Rutigliano is right there. He's got it. Well, Barber steps in. He's the DH. Batting for the second baseman today. The second baseman is Tippett. There's a strike, 1-1. 2 away here, top of 2. Newman starting to find a bit of a zone. That misses. 2-1. Mr. Newman signed to go to the University of Oregon to play baseball. Here's a strike, 2-2. He'll be going there as a pitcher, primarily. Ooh. That's off of the bat of Barber. Didn't hit him. Certainly got his bat, though, as it was way inside. Leaves the count at 2-2. And that's going to be lifted out to center field. That's going to get over the head of Horsley. Here's Bishop. Oh, he thought about a third and throw back. They got him. Barber actually will have to give him a single on that. And then he was caught. 5-4 on the throwback. We head to the bottom of 2. North Medford continues to lead this one on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
So back here in the Lithia Superstore game of the day, Davis Carr is going to lead things off. The left fielder for the North Medford Black Tornado. As we have our 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up for North Medford. Two balls to Carr, who takes ball 3. Here comes the 3-0 from Wiley. Strike 1. That's fouled back. 3-2. Outside. And Carr will get the walk. Sir Jordan Nodine, the designated hitters up there. There's a little pop foul. There's a strikeout. So Colton Morgan steps in. There's a, nope, no throw down. As Carr takes off for second. We'll see if Colton can get him in. He's DHing for Trey Newman. There's a pop-up straight up. Wiley says he's got it. And he doesn't. He dropped it. That brings up Aiden Horsley. He had a single back in the first. Came around to score on Robbins' double. The only run of the ball game so far here is we're in the bottom of 2 early on. There's a strike to Horsley. That's going to go all the way to the backstop. Everybody will advance 90 feet. There's a good representation of Bend fans here today. I don't know how many are listening over across the mountain, but there's quite a few here today. That one misses just outside. 2-1. Still only one out. Should have been at least 2. Maybe not a couple, if not all 3 of them. That's outside. 2, make it 3-1. Horsley has a 3-1 count. Wiley. That's going to go right to the shortstop over to first. They'll get one, but Carr comes in to score. Here comes Johnny King. He struck out the first time up. So with 2 away, and one standing over at third base as Carr comes in to score. And standing over at third is Morgan. So King trying to keep this alive. That's outside and easily into second base. They must have called Horsley safe. Looked like he was out to me. I guess I gave up on the play. Have to look here. That's exactly what happened. They called Horsley safe. I'll give him a hit, I guess. That messes up my good old scorebook. Trying to read it through all my writing. Oh, there's only one out. I thought there were 2, but there's only one. This King has a 0-1 count on him, and he's going to lop that one out to center field. That one's going to drop. Here comes both of them in. There's a, and getting into second, and the ball gets away. And now nobody knows who has the ball. Bend is going to say, no. And the official is going to disagree with him. So King now stands over at third base. Morgan comes in to score from third. And Horsley came all the way around. We'll have to catch up our scoreboard here. 3-0. Make it 4-0. Robbins at the plate. He'll swing and miss the first offering. There's a throw down to third to Karpstein, but nothing going there. Outside. 1-1. That was popped up first base way. Yes. And coming in to score is King. The umpire didn't necessarily appreciate the gesture there, shall we say. Oops, I don't want to do that. No. There we go. 5-0 is the score. Rutigliano will step in. Hit a fly ball out to left field last time that Gillespie was able to get under. The 1-0 to Frankie is strike one. Rutigliano is one of those that started as a sophomore last year, junior this year. Played some summer ball. That's out of play. Inside. There's strike three, and that will end the inning. We head to the top of three, as we do on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's now North Medford 5, Bend nothing. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Well, it didn't clamp like that, but we can put it on like that.
That's good enough. And we welcome you back. We were doing a little technical work here on our computer. Basically to help us see it a little better. I have us in the wrong inning, but bear with us, we'll fix that. We're at the top of the third. And isn't there's one right back to Newman. And over to Willer at first, and just like that, there's two away. That brings up Goodman, the shortstop. He grounded out, although he was thrown out in a double play by King, who got it to Rutigliano on time. And he'll look at ball one from Newman. There's strike one. 1-1. Newman working fairly quickly. There's one out to Rutigliano. Scoops it up, fires to Willer. 3 away. So that inning went rather smoothly for North Medford. We head now to the bottom of 3, as we do It's a 5-0 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie.
It goes on differently than you think it does. We'll have to work with it. And we welcome you back to the Lithia Superstore game of the day. Well, hope my adjustment doesn't blow away. We head now to the bottom of 3. Willer to lead it off for the Black Tornado. Out on the mound is I wanted to say that it's Willie, but I don't think so. I can tell you it isn't. It's a whole different arm movement. So it's Nate Goodman, if I have his first name correct. Nate Goodman that's out on the mound right now. And that one's going to be popped up by Willer and caught easily by Isola. That brings up more. He hit a pop-up to the catcher for the final out in the first inning. Ball 1. Goodman is a side armor. You can probably see that on the screen, but yeah, he pitches with the sidearm movement. There's a grounder out to short. And over and 2 away. Now, scooping that one up fairly easily that time was Will Goodman, who got it over to Malinowski. Here comes Davis Carr. He came around and scored back in the second inning. He'll look at strike 1. Two quick ones here in the first. There's a shot out to center field, and that'll end the inning. So able to circle under that one relatively quickly was Bishop. And we made it now through 3 as we head to the top of 4. It's still a 5-0 lead for the Black Tornado on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Top of 4 on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular. In Southern Oregon, they have 7 locations to serve you. Nate Goodman will step in and lead things off. And he'll take strike 1. And strike 2. We've been trying to go through the scorebook and find a hit. And the Bend Lava Bears have got 2. They were back in the first inning. That's inside. 1-2. So that's all Newman is allowed so far is 2 hits. Once he got past the first, there's swing and a miss. And they start the 4th off with a strikeout. Isola will step in. He has 1 of the 2 hits. That's inside. So Isola has the 1-0 count. There's strike 1. 1-1. That misses. 2-1. Isola rounds it foul. Morgan thought maybe he had a play on it, but not so much as it goes foul. 2-2. Everybody gets resettled. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. 2 down here in the 4th. That'll bring up Wiley, who's now playing second base. Was the starting pitcher, allowed 5 runs over 3 innings. Maybe not even quite 3. There's a grounder. Morgan can't get it, and that's going to go all the way through to left field where Carr will pick it up. That becomes the 3rd hit for the Bend Lava Bears. Karpstein, the 3rd baseman, steps in and looks at ball 1. Strike. 1-1. That just caught the outside corner that time. A doubleheader here today. We'll be just streaming the first game. Fouled away. And we'll go 0-2. but the teams will play a doubleheader. The Bend Lava Bears won their opener against Sprague. There's strike 3. Karpstein is down on strikes. That'll take us now to the bottom of 4. And a big 5-0 lead for the North Medford Black Tornado on the John L. Scott scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, Eugene.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We're back on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. 7 locations to serve you. Nodine will lead it off. He's the DH. Struck out first time up and looks at ball 1. Goodman still out on the mound. That'd be Nate Goodman. There's a strike. 1-1. Mr. Goodman's job, of course, is just simply to make sure the score doesn't go anywhere. That's fouled out of play. Right next to the stands. Right next to a fan. He probably could have reached over and grabbed it, but he said he was handicapped, so, you know, whatever. We'll let it go this time. If he wants a scholarship, he's going to have to do better. And there's strike 3. And brings up Colton Morgan. He got on air by an error on the pitcher when Wiley dropped the ball on an easy pop-up. Then eventually came around to score in that 3-run, I think that 4-run second inning for the Black Tornado. The first pitch is fouled off. The Morgan's in the hole, 0-1. That's fouled back, 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Colton Morgan is down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in a row. Here comes Aiden Horsley. He scored a run in the first after getting on with a single. Had a single back in the second. Came around to score. Didn't bat in the third, but he's batting here again in the 4th inning. Hey, look at ball 1. Long look by Goodman. Foul out of play. About where my car was parked. until I moved it. I know better than to leave it where it was parked, which is right behind the stands. It's a great place, but not while the ball game's going on. There's another foul back. Now we stay at 1 and 2. Fouled down the right field line. All of them are out of play by a long, long ways. Horsley pops this one up. Who's going to get it? The right fielder will grab that. Isola. And that will end the inning. Also the first time that they got Horsley out. We're through 4. We're through 5. No, we're through 4. They're a little fast on the scoreboard. 5-0. North Medford out on top.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Daily adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. That midday pick-me-up pit stop. Plus, earn free rewards with our Peak Rewards app. And when you buy Red Bull, Old Wisconsin Jerky, and many other items, you'll accumulate big savings on fuel. With locations in Oregon and California, we are here to keep you energized throughout the day. And with our Peak Rewards app, we'll help you travel further for less, keeping more money in your pockets. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
It's the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Top of 5. And leading it off is Bishop. He'll take strike 1. The 0-1 from Newman. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No, just inside on that one. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. And Bishop is down on strikes. So 1 away. That brings up the designated hitter, Barber, who got a single and then was erased. Rutigliano to King. That's way over the head. 1-0. Strike 1, 1-1. The 1-1. Strike 2. One and 2 on Barber as Bend looks to find something out. That one misses. 2 and 2. Trey Newman hasn't let him do much of anything. 3 hits, and that's it. And now stepping out is Barber. That's inside. 3-2. Way out of play over our heads. There's a swing and a miss. And Barber becomes the second out, the second strikeout of the inning. Malinowski steps in. And he'll look at ball one. Swing and a miss. And there's strike two. I thought that was strike three. 1-2. Malinowski comes up short a couple of times. There's strike three. So, Bend-A-Lava Bears continue to look to make something happen, but it's not happening against Mr. Newman. We're headed to the bottom of 5. And it's a 5-0 lead for North Medford on the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Don't stop! Get it! Don't go put that greatness in!
Get a little Dutch Bros in here.
Another day, another Dutch Bros.
Oh my gosh, so good. So worth it. Oh my god.
It's pretty freaking dope, dude. I love every single day of it.
It's the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net. And King will pop the first pitch up to start at the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Jeremiah Robbins. He has a double and an RBI. He also popped up to the first baseman. Goodman ready to come. And that'll miss high. 1-0. Way outside. 2-0. And there's a shot that's going to take a bounce right past the third baseman, get out to left field. Here's Robbins heading for second base. He's in. We have timeout coming in now to Easton Curtis into pinch run for Jeremiah Robbins. Rotigliano steps in. He's looking for his first hit. Flew out the left field, struck out. And takes strike one. Throw down to second. Curtis is back. Oh, nobody can advance. 0-2 is a foul ball. No, that just misses outside. 1-2. I think most of the Bend fans thought that should have been a strike. That's way outside, and Curtis is safe at third base. So with one out, Curtis stands down at second base. Rotigliano with a 2-2 count. Out of play. And the race is on for the baseball. Baseballs go out of play, and every kid in the ballpark takes off after it. It's foul ball, foul back again. The interesting thing is at the high school level, they don't even let you keep the baseball. They make you turn it back in. I guess it's the idea that you got there first. That's inside. 3-2 count on Rotigliano. Inside, and Rotigliano draws the base on balls. Willer steps up to the plate. He reached base back in the first on an error, and then in the third, flew out to right field. Now he's got first and third, one out. Looking to bust this thing open in the bottom of 5 and down to second base goes Rotigliano, and he's in. Second and third for the Black Tornado. Goodman delivers. Ooh, slapped really hard. Barely missing Coach Curtis. Pops straight up, circling under it, and making the catch for the second out is Goodman. Oh, that brings up Marcus Moore. Moore has popped out the pitcher and then grounded out to the shortstop. Oh man, there was a throwback down to third base, and it was bobbled, and coming in to score was the pinch runner for Robbins. Ritigliano takes third. It's a 6-0 ball game. And Easton Curtis coming in to score. And it's 1-1. The umpire tells us 2-0 on the board. 1-1 is what he says. Oh, there we go. Now we're all in agreement. Strike 2. Well, Marcus Moore with 2 away, trying his best to get Ritigliano across the plate. And there it is. Nope, going to be a grounder out to short, fire over to first, and that will be the third out of the inning. So, they score one more run, and now on the John L. Scott scoreboard. North Medford leads this one 6-0. John L. Scott with offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
Game day adventure starts at Pinnacle 365. Kick off your day with some morning motivation. Then add some crunch to your game day with mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken party meals featuring bone-in, tenders, and wings. Make sure you remember the biscuits. You're sure to be the hit of the party when you show up with the crispy crunchy chicken party meal. Plus, with our Peak Rewards app, you can be earning savings on fuel for your next fill-up. Enjoy your game day adventures more at Pinnacle 365.
Are you an honorably discharged U.S. veteran? If so, did you know that you and your spouse could save approximately $5,000 by taking advantage of using a VA National Cemetery? You and your spouse get a grave or urn space, grave lining, opening and closing, headstone, and perpetual care, all free. Conger Morris can assist you with making all final arrangements and also help with other benefits that you and your spouse are entitled to as a veteran. Call Conger Morris or visit one of the offices.
It's the top of the 6th on the Lithia Superstore game of the day. On TableRockSports.net, Gillespie takes a strike to start the inning. That one's outside, 1-1. Foul back. We go to 1-2. There's strike 3. Gillespie. So Newman has struck out 7 of the last 8 batters. That one misses down low. Just in case you're wondering if Mr. Newman's doing okay. He's got 8 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. There's a strike. 9 strikeouts in the game so far. 0-1 is what the official says. And that one is strike 3. That's 10 strikeouts. Now here comes Nate Goodman. Started out at second base, now is pitching. He'll send one out of play. There's ball one, 1-1. 2 quick ones here in the 6th. There's strike 2. 1-2. Nate Goodman looks at a 1-2 from Newman. No, down low. Newman keeps losing his hat every time he pitches, throws a pitch. Losing his hat right now. 2-2. There's strike 3. And the side is struck out in order as Newman having himself quite a ball game. We head to the bottom of 6. As we do, North Medford leads this one 6-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
Hey, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
And we're back with the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Caught me stretching there. By the way, it's powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. 7 locations to serve you. So Nate Goodman out on the mound. To close this one out for Bend and hopefully give him a chance in the 7th, even though Mr. Newman is looking like he's not too interested in giving up any runs. Davis Carr. He'll step in and play, or start the inning off. With a foul. The 0-1 from Goodman. That's going to be bounced right out to shortstop and over to first, and there's one away. So handling that one nicely that time was the other Goodman. So Joey Newberg, is going to be batting for Nodine. And he'll take strike 1. Nodine striking out twice, so we'll see if Newberg can have any different result as he's in the hole 0-2. Foul. Into the bullpen area down the left field line. And Malinowski will run out of room. Giving it the chase, but was off the roof of the dugout. Holton Morgan handing over some baseball. Had a couple of them in his pocket. That's outside. 1-2. As pop right back to Goodman. 2 away. That'll bring up Morgan, who reached on an error back in the second, struck out in the fourth. See what he does here in the sixth with 2 away. He'll line one right out to right field, and that'll drop down for a base hit. Horsley will step in. He's been up, it seems like, every inning. He really hasn't. But he has 2 hits and a fly out to center field. And there goes Morgan down to second base, and he's safe. So right now, North Medford, when they get on base, they just figure they can run against Tippett. That misses from Goodman. 1-1. The 1-1. No, there will be no throw to second base. Goodman was working at it, and Wiley was moving that direction, but Morgan was already back. Now they throw it there, and it almost gets away. The 1-1 pitch now from Goodman. That's going right out to right field, and that'll be the end of the inning. We go now to the top of the 7th. North Medford will try to close it out here at the old ballpark as they lead this one by a count of 6-0 as we head to the top of the 7th, the John L. Scott scoreboard with offices in Medford.
What do you do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
It's the Lithia Superstore game of the day on TableRockSports.net, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. 7 locations with which to serve you. We start the top of the 7th. North Medford trying to close this out right here with their 6-0 lead over Bend and win at least the opening portion of the doubleheader and getting their spring season off to a good start. They'll be 1-0 going into the second game of the doubleheader, and there's a strike taken by Isola. There's strike 2 on the inside corner. Don't think Isola was particularly pleased with that call, but didn't say anything. That one misses. 1-2. And that's going to be lined out there all the way. Nobody's going to get that one. Horsley's going to finally pick it up in deep center field. Here comes steaming into third base is Isola, and he's got himself a triple. Wiley. He'll take strike one. Actually, a swing and a miss. Nobody out. Standing down at third base is Isola. And there's ball one. 1-1 to Wiley. Struck out. Had a single back in the fourth. Was the starting pitcher. That one's outside. 2-1. One and one is what the scoreboard says. Guess we'll go with the scoreboard for the moment. That one's popped out of play. 1-2. Newman ready to deliver the 1-2 and does so. Foul. An error on the third base coach. Had it and let him get by him. There's a swing and a miss. Robbins will pick it up and fire it over to first. And we have the old strike him out, throw him out. There's strike one to Karpstein, the Lava Bears third baseman. Strike two on a swing and a miss. I thought for sure, okay, 1-1 is what the scoreboard says. Thought for sure he called two strikes. That's going to be foul ball. That was close. That was really close. A few inches the other way, and that thing was headed for left field. But instead, it's a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 is going to go all the way to the backstop. And scoring is Isola. Swing and a miss. And Karpstein is down on strikes. Bishop will be the last hope for Bend. He's popped it up to shortstop, struck out. 0 for 2. He needs to find a way on base if they want to keep this going. He looks at ball 1. They can make it ball 2, the scoreboard says. And there King has it. He fires to Willer, and the ball game is over. So it's a final here at North Medford, as North Medford comes out of this one with a victory 6-1 over the Bend Lava Bears. We'll be back with the Dutch Brothers post-game show. Now, when you order your favorite Dutch Brothers treat, you are helping Table Rock Sports continue to provide these great games. We'll take a look at the scoring and how all of this came about when we continue on the Dutch Brothers post-game show, coming up next right here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Welcome back to the Dutch Brothers post-game show on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. And on the Dutch Brothers post-game show, we can tell you that the North Medford Black Tornado got on the board early as they scored 1 in the first when Horsley came around and scored off of Robbins' double for the first run of the ball game. And then in the second inning, North Medford put a 4-spot on the board with Horsley, King, Carr, and Morgan all scoring in that inning. So that was a good inning for them, and all of a sudden it was a 5-0 ball game, and Trey Newman just took care of the rest. The Black Tornado did add 1 more in the 5th when Robbins came around to score. It was actually Easton Curtis who was pinch running for Jeremiah Robbins. But the big story might be Trey Newman, and Trey Newman had 2. See if I can count how many Ks I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got him unofficially with 12 strikeouts. Ben did get on the board in the top of the 7 when Isola hit a triple and then came around to score on a wild pitch. But other than that, they didn't have a whole lot going for them today against Trey Newman, as he looked like he might be the ace of the staff today with those strikeouts. Game number 2 is coming up. Not necessarily here on Table Rock Sports, but if you're looking for something to do, the second game will be coming up shortly. We thank you for watching today's live streaming action. We'd like to thank North Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports presentation will be, I believe, Tuesday, when we go back to softball and take a look at that ball club as that softball team is doing pretty well and expected to be a serious contender when the season is all over. But we'll see how that goes. But I believe that will be our next presentation. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: North Medford 6, Bend 1. This has been a presentation of Table Rock Sports. The executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good afternoon from North Medford High School in Medford, Oregon.